This video details the speaker adjustment menus and procedures for the Theta Digital Casablanca 4A cinema processor. We will be covering in detail the step-by-step adjustments and settings required to optimize your loudspeakers for multi-channel playback. Before proceeding, please read the Casablanca 4A Quick Startup Guide. Upon turning on your Casablanca 4A, you will see the home page. This page shows the available inputs, the presence of signal, the current volume levels, and across the top, the various processing modes. Press the button below the input you wish to configure. Now press the Setup button. This is the setup menu for the selected input. The name of the menu or page you are currently viewing will be shown at the right-hand side of the display. To step backwards to the previous page, press the Setup button. Button 1, labeled INP, accesses parameters which are stored by input. Button 2 accesses parameters which are global. Button 3 accesses the macro submenu, and Button 5 displays the channels assigned to each DAC card. The DAC page is read-only. Press button number 1 to enter the input menu. The input menu offers the following choices for the currently selected input. Button 1 allows for the configuration of each of your speakers. Button 2 allows you to set individual speaker levels. Button 3 sets up the delays for each speaker. Button 4 chooses the physical receptacle on the rear of your processor for the currently selected input. Button 5, in conjunction with the level up-down pads, sets the default mode for the currently selected input. And Button 6 changes the brightness of the display. Press button number 1 to enter the speaker configuration menu. Buttons 1 through 5 select which of the speakers or groups of speakers you wish to configure. We will start by pressing button number 1 to configure the front, left, and right speakers. On this page, button 1, CFG, chooses whether the selected speakers are considered large and will be running full range, or if they are small and will be high-pass filtered for use with a subwoofer. After pressing button 1, use the main level up-down pads to select either crossover for high-pass filtered or full for full range. Press button 2, FREQ, to select the crossover frequency. All frequencies above the crossover point will be set to the selected speaker, and all of the frequencies below the crossover point will be sent to the subwoofer. Use the main level up-down pads to scroll through the available frequencies. 80 Hz is the most typical setting and is the default. The slope of the crossover is fixed at 12 dB per octave for all speakers except the subwoofer. Button 3 selects the slope of the crossover for the subwoofer only, with choices of either 12 dB per octave or 24 dB per octave. 24 dB per octave is the default. Press the Setup button to return to the speaker selection page. Press button 2 to select the center speaker. As with the front, left, and right speakers, button 1 selects whether there is a high-pass filter applied to the center speaker or if it will be full range. Button 2 selects the crossover frequency if a high-pass filter is used. Press the Setup button to return to the speaker selection page. Press button 3 to select the back speakers. Button 1 selects whether there is a high-pass filter applied to the back speakers, or if they are to be full range. Button 2 selects the crossover frequency if a high-pass filter is used. Press the Setup button to return to the speaker selection page. Press button 4 to select the surround speakers. Button 1 selects whether there is a high-pass filter applied to the surround speakers, or if they are to be full range. Button 2 selects the crossover frequency if a high-pass filter is used. Press the Setup button to return to the speaker selection page. Press button 5 to select the tops, also called overhead speakers. Button 1 selects the number of overhead speakers you will be using. Use the main level up-down pads to select either 0, 2 or 4 speakers. Button 2 selects whether there is a high-pass filter applied to the overhead speakers or if they are to be full range. Button 3 selects the crossover frequency if a high-pass filter is used. Press the Setup button to return to the speaker selection page. Press button 6 to select the subwoofer. Press the main level up-down pads to select subwoofer on or off. Press the Setup button to return to the main configuration page. At this point, start playing a stereo PCM source such as a CD through any digital input. This source must remain playing throughout the remainder of the calibration procedure. Set up a sound pressure level meter at ear level for the main listening position with the microphone pointing straight up. The meter should be set at C weighting and slow response. Press button 2 to enter the levels menu. Button 1 selects channels 1 through 6, and button 2 selects channels 7 through 12. Press button 1 to enter the levels page for channels 1 through 6. Press button 1 to select the left channel. Make sure that the level of the left channel is set to 0. If this is not the case, adjust it to 0 using the main level up-down pads. Press the AD button to enable the internal pink noise generator. The word noise will appear. Using the main level left and right pads, adjust the overall volume until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. This is the reference level we will be using throughout the level calibration process, with the exception of the subwoofer. Press button 2 to select the right channel. Using the main level up-down pads, adjust the right channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. The range of adjustment available is plus and minus 15 dB. Press button 3 to select the center channel. Adjust the center channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 4 to select the subwoofer. Note that if subwoofer off was selected in the configuration menu, left surround will appear in place of subwoofer. Adjust the subwoofer level until the sound pressure meter reads 80 dB. It may be necessary to adjust the level control on powered subwoofers to obtain the correct sound pressure level. Press button 5 to select the left surround speaker. Adjust the left surround channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 6 to select the right surround speaker. Adjust the right surround channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press the Setup button to return to the previous menu so that channels 7 through 12 can be calibrated. Press button 2 to select channels 7 through 12, then press the AD button to turn the noise source on. Press button 1 to select the left back channel. Adjust the left back channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 2 to select the right back channel. Adjust the right back channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 3 to select the top 1 left channel. This is the overhead front left channel. Adjust the top 1 left channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 4 to select the top 1 right channel. Adjust the top 1 right channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 5 to select the top 2 left channel. This is the overhead rear left channel. Adjust the top 2 left channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press button 6 to select the top 2 right channel. Adjust the top 2 right channel level until the sound pressure meter reads 75 dB. Press the Setup button twice to return to the main configuration page. You may now turn off the stereo PCM source which has been playing. We will now set the delay in milliseconds for each speaker to the main listening position. Press button 3 to enter the delays menu. Press button 1 to select the left channel. Using a ruler, measure the distance in feet from the face of the left speaker to the head position of the main listener. Use the main level's up-down pads to select the number of feet measured, rounding off to the nearest foot. Repeat this procedure for the right, center, subwoofer, left surround, and right surround speakers, pressing the appropriate button to select each speaker. After the delay for the right surround speaker is set, press the AD button to enter the page for setting the delays of the remaining speakers. Repeat the ruler measurement procedure for the left back, top 1 left, top 1 right, top 2 left, and top 2 right speakers, selecting each speaker by the appropriate button. Press the Setup button to return to the main configuration menu. Press the AD button to enter the LFE settings page. Press button 1 to select LFE. This page selects either positive, plus, or negative, minus, polarity for the LFE channel in relation to the other speakers in your system. To determine the correct setting, play a program source which has sustained low bass, and using the main level up-down pads, select the polarity, plus or minus, which yields the strongest bass. Press the Setup button twice to return to the home page. This completes the speaker calibration procedure for the Casablanca 4A cinema processor for the input you selected. To transfer these settings to other inputs, use the macro menu speaker parameter options. This procedure is detailed in the Casablanca 4A video covering the macro menus and in the Quick Start guide.